All right, so I am back. I've got my marker, I've got my box opener for now, and here is our box. Here it is, here it is. Now, if you guys remember what country we tasted last or visited last, let me know in the comment section below. Let's see. And if you didn't watch that one, it is in my playlist labeled Foodie. All right. And that would be the most recent to date. All right. So drum roll, please. Anybody want to guess what country we're doing this month? Almost said this week. This month, the United Kingdom. Yeah, now as you all probably know, and if you don't, this is our scoreboard / information sheet for the country in specific. It gives us nice little trivia information about the country in certain regions, and then on the back it lets us rate, or lets me, I use it to rate the snacks that I try, of course. So we're going to start out by reading some of these. So we've got the Atlantic Ocean over here. We've got the North Sea right here. And let's start at it says Glasgow, Scotland. This friendly Scottish city has tree stumps that are older than the dinosaurs. Isn't that amazing? Wow, I didn't even know that. Nice, I might like this. And then there's, why is it saying Scotland? Okay, I'm learning something else. All right then. At Edinburgh, Scotland, with its central castle and hearty cuisine, Scotland's capital is real-life medieval fantasy. All right, I think I might need to visit that. It's cool. Here is London, which is really, really cool. London. The UK capital has been a hub of trade, culture, and imports since Roman times. Lovely. I think we probably already knew that. But let's read about Cardiff, all the way at the bottom here next to the cheese wheel. It says the Welsh capital is home to many British treasures, including the Great British Cheese Festival. That is interesting, but I'm afraid that I won't like the smell. So, and then of course what we want to get to is Manchester, England, next to the soccer ball. Learned something new. The home of beloved old football club Manchester United and the birthplace of vegetarianism. Who knew? All right, so next we're gonna just take a look here at our scoreboard. I've got my writing utensil here. All right, I've got my water set. Let me move a few things out of the way. All right. And the next thing that I want to go over is, of course, we've got our stickers here. So I'm going to put those to the side, as well as, I'm going to put it over here, as well as our trusty dusty booklet. As usual, this is my handbook, my guide, my ingredient list, my information about the country, informations. Wow, my information about the country. What is happening here? Okay, got a code switch. Sheesh. My information about the country. And here is our most favorite, beloved first 2 pages. Now, this is looking like the full English breakfast. It is a standard hearty breakfast choice no matter where you are, that includes eggs, sausages, bacon, mushrooms, and or tomatoes, baked beans, and toast. I don't know if you can see that. All right, that's hard, but it's okay. A full English is a standard hearty breakfast choice. No a full English okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I read that correctly. Popular saying here. According to an old Irish proverb, laughter is the brightest where food is best. If the food's bad, you're probably doing the wrong kind of laughing. That's hilarious. How to say yum. Yum is acceptable, but you could also say scrummy or scrumptious. Flavor Watch. Brown sauce is a beloved condiment that's like steak sauce in the US, but its uses are endless. Meat pies, fries, chicken sandwiches, you name it. Brown sauce. I like that they specified that it's like steak sauce in the United States. Because I would think maybe gravy, like a onion gravy. But I could be wrong. Obviously I'm wrong, but fine. So it says, so more favorite foods from the UK. Of course, we have our classic for lunch, fish and chips. You can have it for dinner. You can have it for breakfast, I'm sure. But they listed here for lunch. Fish and chips is a classic featuring breaded cod or a haddock and fries. It's often brought from a chippy, splashed with vinegar and dipped in tartar sauce. I had to check my time. Sorry, guys. Okay, so for dinner, there's something called bangers and mash. It's a fun way to say, it's fun to say and fun to eat, it says, featuring sausages, which are the bangers, and mashed potatoes, which are the mash, and it's served with the gravy and onions, which is really strange, but I'm quite sure it's delicious. So for a dessert, they've got, it says all desserts are pudding, but not all puddings are desserts. Sticky toffee pudding is a dessert, and apple crumble is a pudding, but Yorkshire pudding is not a dessert at all. Wow. But I knew that. They just did a very good job with the illustration. Let's go for a true or false question. Because now we're on our trivia train. Woo. Okay, all right, my sound effect. Okay, it's fine. Don't judge. So, true or false? Another name for the UK is Great Britain. Because if it looks like I don't know, it's because I do. Now, number 6, true or false? Another name for the UK. Put in the comment section what you guys think. That's what, yeah, put in the comment section what you guys think. What do y'all think the answer is? Is it true or false? But, I'll wait. All right, so you should be well done putting in your answer by now. But the answer is false. Let me know if you got that right. It says, though it is a common mistake, these two names aren't actually interchangeable. The United Kingdom and Great Britain are two different entities. The UK includes England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, while Great Britain includes only England, Scotland, and Wales. Okay, let's see if we can have some more trivia. Oh, we have a leek and potato soup. That looks actually, kind of looks delicious. Not on camera, but it does look delicious in person. I would eat it. I would give it a try. I mean, I love potato soup. Yeah, potato soup's pretty good. All right, I'd have to give that a try. And then it has it says traditional Scottish bannock, which looks absolutely disgusting. Looks like slave food. Yeah, I think they're eating it with butter though, but I'm willing to give it a try. So there's that. Yeah, buttermilk or natural yogurt, oats, cream of tartar. They're specifying a hot griddle, of course. But I guess it's just your run-of-the-mill flatbread. All right, so that is pretty much all I'm going to go over as far as from our booklet. Now let's get started on the taste testing. So it looks like this is a really short list, but I could be wrong, and that's fine. So let's get started. Takes sip of water to clean palate. Your palate is in your mouth. Cleanses the tongue, gives you a fresh start, refreshes the mouth, reminds you you've got one, so that those tasting abilities are on point. So, the first thing I see is something gummy, and I am probably not going to be able to eat this. But you know what? Maybe. It says wine gum soft candy. Great. Nope, that's gelatin. Goes into the bad pile. So where I put the candies with gelatin, I put them in the sad pile because I can't try them, but I'm quite sure they're delicious. So you just have to refer to someone else's video as far as the United Kingdom's Yum Box, because I can't. So yeah, I'm gonna just add a sad face. If it didn't have gelatin, that would be great, but it's fine. Okay, so next. It is soft. We've got something called rhubarb and custard flavored bonbons. Looks English or UK-ish. It's got that vibe, and this is edible for me. So I'm gonna give it a try. Oh, cleanse palate first. Put it in there. That was gross. Don't do that at home. All right, so here are the bonbons. They're actually really cute. If you can tell, they're like yellow and pink. They smell very creamy. I'm sorry, I'm chewing my mouth open. Okay. So the flavor starts off as tangy, like a sour candy. And then the more you chew it, it kind of gives off a more creamy flavor, obviously. And it kind of started to remind me of a Laffy Taffy, which is a candy here in the United States. You can probably Google it. I'm really bad with telling y'all that I'm going to go find pictures and never finding them. So Google it, Laffy Taffy. It's like a candy and it comes with jokes on the wrapper. But yeah, that's what that reminds me of. I'm going to give it an okay face because I am just not very impressed. Okay, so here we have our sad face for the wine gummies that probably should have told me I couldn't eat them, just in the title there. And then there's our okay face. Okay, so next, first I want to cleanse my palate. Which is weird. All right, and let's first go over this carbonated flavored drink. Now, when I first saw it in here, I thought that it was beer, and I'm like a little annoyed. But I could just toss it, right? But it doesn't appear to be beer. It is just a carbonated flavored soft drink. It's called Earn Brew. This is what it looks like right here. I thought it was a beer. And it is a Scottish carbonated soft drink, often described as Scotland's other national drink, after whiskey, of course. It does have something to do with alcohol. I'm going to find out if it has any in it, though. So it was invented in 1875 by Robert Barr and was originally called Iron Brew. The name was changed in 1946. One moment. Okay, so get rid of that. You know, I like gummy candy, so get rid of it. You know, okay, so it says the name was changed in 1946 after a law was passed that made it illegal to label the soda as a brew since the product itself was not technically brewed at all. Okay, so it's not a brew. Let me check the ingredient list. Carbonated soft drink. It does have caffeine and quinine. So it's like an energy drink. Okay, well, we'll taste that after we try our, here it is. They gave it to me in bottle form. So, it says serve cool. But, yeah. So I'm going to put that to the side and we'll taste it later. Now, first, I want to go over these chips. They are called Taylor's potato chips, mature cheddar and onion flavor. I'm shaking with excitement. And if you could already see, let's do an ingredient checklist. And I guess these are okay. They've got sugar in them, so I'm expecting a sweet taste. It says, we embrace the potato. In the heart of Perthshire, the Taylor family like to do things properly. It all starts with terrific Tatis potatoes if we're being formal. Let's see what they've got to say about this. So it says in the UK, what we call chips are referred to as crisps. And these Taylor's potato chips are flavored with a bold combination of cheddar cheese and onion. The British are enjoying plain potato chips for over, the British were enjoying plain potato chips for over 100 years before seasoned varieties became available. Cheddar and onion is actually one of the first flavors to hit the market. Cheddar cheese is named for the village of Cheddar in southwest England, where the iconic cheese has been made for centuries and aged in nearby caves. According to local legend, cheddar cheese was invented over 800 years ago when a woman left a pail of milk in the Cheddar caves and forgot about it. By that time, the milk was found, and it had transformed into a tasty cheese. Learn something new every day. Smells good. Okay, I can see the parsley. I can see, obviously, the color of the cheddar. It is a nice thick chip. It's really good. Crisp is like the perfect word for this. Okay, no more. Just one more. Just one more, and then we're gonna palate cleanse. Enough said. Those are really good. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of the onion flavor. It's reminding me of a sour cream and onion chip, but a lot more cheddary. There's a very mild cheddar flavor there. The parsley adds a lot of brightness to it. And the texture of the chip when you bite into it is really pleasant. But it does, I wouldn't compare it to the Lay's cheddar and sour cream because that's a little more salty and a lot more like cheesy. Less oniony, I would say. Not less less cheesy and oniony. But these I feel like are really good and they can, substitute. So I'm going to give Taylor's cheddar and onion crisps. Lord, how did that happen? I'm going to give Taylor's cheddar and onion crisps a smiley face because they were really good. I've got to stop using these markers for this because the ink is just like not doing what I needed to do. All right, so as promised, I'm gonna try our brew drink that I've set to the side over here. We've already read about it. Smells like cream soda, but when you taste it, the taste is very similar, but it's slightly different. Like there's more to it than just the regular cream soda. But I can't quite put my finger on what makes it different. I can't do that. Let me see. Yeah, I can't put my finger on what makes it different. But to me, it tastes like a cream soda. And I like cream soda. So I'm going to give this brew drink soda. It's a soda. I'm going to give it a smiley face because that was really good. And honestly, is a fun take or twist on a classic. So let's see. Okay, let's look at these shortbread cookies. I don't know, but this is what they look like. Oh, the ingredients are good. Wow. Okay. Nice. So they're called baked by hand. Dean's baked. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so these are Dean's baked by hand, melt and mouth family recipe, all butter shortbread petticoat tails. Wow. Okay, so I read that all wrong. You've got to forgive me. I probably need a nap. Okay, so yeah, it's Dean's all butter shortbread petticoat tails, and these are pretty much shortbread cookies. Shortbread is a light buttery cookie traditionally made with just butter and flour and sugar. These cookies were made in Scotland as early as the 12th century. Shortbread has historically come in a variety of shapes and sizes, including triangular wedges that are known as petticoat tails. The recipe for these shortbreads was created in 1975 by Helen Dean, who was selling cookies to raise money for her husband's band. Nice. Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. I've got to get more organized than this. Write stuff down. Keep it on my itinerary, right? Thought I saw a bug. All right, so here we are. They're really crumbly. They've got sugar crystals on the outside of them, so that's gonna add some crunch, a crunch that I don't necessarily care for. I'm trying to show you. I don't know if you can see. I'm touching all over it. It's weird. Okay, so here it is. Let me see if I can turn up my... All right, I tried to adjust the brightness. The lighting is off in here. I apologize, but here goes. Oh no, got crumbs on my bed. I don't like this. But I'm still not done. Okay, so those made my mouth a little dry. Now, it kind of reminds me of pie crust, but it still has that cookie texture. It's giving off that typical shortbread flavor. And the crystal sugar at the top was not as much of a bother as I thought that it would be. Yeah, so I would rate that overall good because it's a plain cookie. I'm gonna give it a smiley face. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. I did not so far. All right. I'm doing good because usually I've got to backtrack and tell you guys about something I tasted 10 minutes ago. Okay, so the Dean's cookies gets a smiley face because I love them. And now I want to talk about this Yorkshire pudding because I'm very interested in it. I've never had a Yorkshire pudding before, and I'm going to take a look at it. Let's see. So here's the box. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Here's the box. It's a little beat up, but nothing's expired. This is supposed to be what it looks like. And if you know, you know. And let's see. Okay, so this is a Yorkshire pudding and pancake mix. It's described as crispy, creamy, and eggy. It says the best Sunday roast, the kind served with all the trimmings. That means a side of potatoes, some veggies, and of course, Yorkshire pudding. These little treasures are almost like magic. The pancake like batter is dropped into a hot muffin tin, along with either butter or the drippings from the roast. The batter bubbles, and it doesn't take long for them to puff up into these iconic little pastries with a custardy center. Expect them to poof into big, pillowy, souffle-like treats. Okay. Well, I'm having steak tonight, so I might want to give this a try. You might see it on my in my shorts, actually. So, there you go. And I look forward to, of course, in a short, which I'll probably link inside of the description box. I'll try to make sure that I come back for you guys, so that I can taste it. So yeah. Oh, so that I can tell you what it tastes like. Okay. So our next snack obviously is gonna have to be these Millions, since I'm staring at them. Now I have heard of these, and I think they're like Nerds, but I'm gonna have to check the ingredients. These would be, because I think that would be best for you guys to read it, probably. Yeah. Okay, and these are by Iron Brew. Let me look at the ingredients first, because there's no need in going over all of these. Sorry. There's no need in me going over all of these if it has Tiny Chew candies, gelin gum, not gelatin, and that's good. It looks like these are going to be orange flavor, because it says orange juice from concentrate, citric acid, malic acid. Let's read about it. And beta carotene, you know, that gives stuff the orange color. Okay, so Iron Brew flavored Tiny Chew candies. They're iconic, teeny, and tangy. I've just never had them before, but I have seen these before. Millions are tiny, chewy sweets that come in a variety of flavors, including strawberry, apple, and bubblegum. The candy was first launched in 1990, wow, and became so popular that it inspired a plethora of brand merchandise, including mugs, key rings, and scented candles. These particular Millions are flavored to taste like Iron Brew. Oh. A popular soft drink in Scotland. The Golden Casket Group launched these Iron Brew flavored candies in 2019 as a way for the company to celebrate its Scottish heritage. The candy even has its own character, which is Ron Brew, a small redhead with a wild personality. The flavor is considered to be quintessentially Scottish, famous for its unique tangy taste. All right, let's take a look. Let's see. So it's Iron Brew flavored. Saying it's fruit flavored. Now, why did I feel like it tasted like cream soda? Let's try the candy. Forgot to bring scissors, as usual. All right, let's give it a taste. All I taste is artificial flavor. I am not a fan of the texture, but it's doable. It's pretty nice. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, thank you. I'm giving them a sad face because I can't get with it. It's like I start to chew it and it reminds me of gum and my throat starts to close up a little bit because I'm prepared not to swallow it. And it's just a no for me. So I'm gonna give the Millions, unfortunately, a sad face because it's just not my thing. So let's see what I want to try next. Let me cleanse my palate first because I haven't. First, I'm going to try the Iron Brew drink. Which is horrible after candy. And next, I'm going to try to, of course, cleanse my palate with the water, because next we're moving on to another bag of potato crisps. This time the flavor is going to be pickled onion. And let me see if they have extra information about this flavor, because they may. It's puckery, pungent, and it just says potatoes. Just a description, quick description. See, I'm not lying. Look at this. Quick description. So there you go. Potato chips or crisps, as they are called. What the heck? I just keep making it. Girl. Okay. Potato chips or crisps, as they are called in the UK, were invented by accident in 1853 when a customer complained about the thickness of the fried potatoes they had been served, and in turn received the thinnest, crispiest slices of potatoes the world had ever seen. The salty snack quickly grew in popularity, and crisps, Lord, oh goodness gracious, and crisps were soon available to purchase in stores, where they were sold in barrels or scooped from large containers. Potato chips were originally enjoyed plain, perhaps with a sprinkle of salt, until advances in food technology led to the availability of new and unique flavors, which was in the 1950s, it says. So these pickled onion crisps are a newer flavor. In England, pickled onions are often enjoyed alongside classic dishes like fish and chips or aged cheeses. These extra crunchy crisps have a perfectly puckery pickle aroma. Tongue twister. Perfectly puckery pickle aroma, and tailors suggest enjoying them alongside your favorite sandwich. Okay, so I am excited to see what this flavor has to offer. It even says on the bag, I just thought you guys would get a kick out of this. It says a thick cut crunch like no other. And they, oh boy, the sunlight, are not lying. Oh, they look so perfect. Look at that. That is really pretty. Wow, okay. Let me check the ingredients. Actually, seasoning, sugar, natural flavor, onion powder. It smells like salt and vinegar. Okay, this one has rice flour. They fry it in sunflower oil, actually. Oh, and the citric acid. Wow. Oh, that's different. Okay. It is an oniony. Hold on, because I gotta get right. Now I see. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, so it is a salt and vinegar with an onion flavor. Pickled onion. Tastes really delicious. I'm giving those a smiley face. And the texture, the look of the chip was just so perfect. Like, I'm sorry, I got a notification. But this is not what I wanted, but it is. So I'm right. There we go. I'm gonna give this a smiley face because those are delicious. And I could probably just sit there enjoying to eat those because like the vinegar taste is like, I don't know. It's really good. Let's see. Smiley face. Now we're gonna close that. Throw that there. And we're gonna try something different. But first I will palate cleanse with a tiny sip. I'm running out of water. Try to get all the potato out my teeth, right? And next I wanna try this yummy, or talk about first, this, hope you guys see it. Yummy banana flavored toffee. It says whack, then unwrap. Why are we whacking it? Let's find out. First, I want to check the ingredients. Lord Jesus. Okay, so first I want to check the ingredients. And that is not it. But, excuse me. But, yeah, I think this is, yeah. Glucose syrup, condensed milk, butter fat. All right, safe to try. Let's see. Okay, here it is. So hard banana caramel. I guess it's kind of soft. When bananas arrived in London in 1633, most people weren't sure what to make of them. But they would soon become one of Britain's most popular fruits. Over time, bananas have featured in several British desserts, including the beloved classic banoffee pie, which combines banana slices, gooey toffee sauce, or often dulce de leche, and whipped cream inside a snappy cookie crust. These yummy banana toffees also feature the flavors of and toffee, but in the form of a firm, chewy candy. Because of their sticky texture, it can be difficult to pull these squares of toffee apart from one another. Walker's recommends a smart strategy: whack, then unwrap and enjoy. This will help break apart the pieces for easier eating. Try a square along with your afternoon tea or coffee for the perfect sweet treat. I don't see any squares, maybe. Yeah, I do see squares. Okay, it's just soft. I'm gonna bite it. Yeah, I'm gonna bite it. I guess it's banana flavored. Let's find out. I'm just gonna bite it. Smells very caramelly. It's delicious. Mmm. It's on my teeth. But it's fine. That's good. It tastes like a really ripe banana. I like bananas. Let's see. I'm gonna give it a smiley face. So you know how you wait until your banana sits on the counter and it gets like those brown speckles on them, like a lot of them. That's what it tastes like. It's really good, like in candy form. Like they did a really amazing job at got something in my teeth. Hold on. They did a really amazing job at capturing that true banana essence. It's really good. So, I'm going to give it a smiley face. All right. Palette cleanse. Or not, because I'm running out of water. All right. Cleansed, and now I am good. So let's see. We have our tiny bag here. What is it called? The Teeny Yums. And I want to try one of these since we're at candy right now. And the first thing I see are these Walker's Non-Such Milk Chocolate Eclairs. So these are caramels as well. It says they're unbeatable chocolate and caramel. When Edward Joseph Walker perfected his top secret toffee recipe in 1890, he wanted to give it a name that reflected its superior flavor and quality. In the end, he named it after Non-Such Palace, built by Henry VIII in the 1500s. It was considered so grand that there was no non-such like it. All right, let me go ahead and try this. So the wrapper has a nice texture. Let's see where it's dipped in chocolate. Maybe it's filled with chocolate. Milk chocolate flavored. Yeah, it has the flavor inside. I forgot to check the ingredients. Shoot. Okay. Because we have to remain with the program. So, Edward needs to go back to the drawing board. Because that was nasty. I'm giving it a sad face. Because the way that the caramel dissolved in my mouth was not pleasant, in my opinion. The chocolate was just not what I needed the chocolate to be. It's just a no for me. Let me palette cleanse. You know what? I've run out of water. Best combo so far. As a matter of fact, That's good. Okay. So now we have, or I have, these soft cookies containing milk chocolate drops and coconut. Let me check the ingredients and then I'll read about them as well as show you. Because, I mean, it's cookies. These are fine. Excuse me. Drink's carbonated. Okay, so the brand is Bounty. And let me see if I can find it. They're coconutty, crumbly, and chewy. In the UK, most treats that Americans would call cookies are generally referred to as biscuits. The main exception to this rule are chocolate chip cookies, which get to keep their American name. These soft cookies are inspired by the popular Bounty candy, which features sweet coconut dipped in a layer of creamy milk chocolate, similar to the candy bar Mounds. Okay, let's give it a try. Oh, these look interesting. Oh, they are soft. Okay, look at this, guys. I don't know, this is a cookie. It's super soft. It smells very molassesy. So the flavor is exactly like that Mounds candy bar. Like the Almond Joy before you get to the almond part. And it's throwing me off a lot. The flavor is delicious. But in cookie form, I'd have to really prepare myself for that. And I'm not, like, I'm quite sure I'll finish them if I'm hungry. But as far as like just snacking, I wouldn't know. No. So I'm gonna give these a okay face actually, because it's fine. It's edible. I was doing piles, but I forgot. Not doing that today. All right, so there's that. A palette cleanse for you. And now I'm looking at this sherbet fountain. Sherbet with a licorice dip. I usually like licorice, but you've been watching me for a while. The last time I tried to eat licorice, it was not good. They put salt in it. Yeah, there was salt inside of licorice. Let me see if I can tell you guys who that was. It's not Korea. It's not Pakistan. Czech Republic, I believe. Yeah. It says in the United Kingdom, the word sherbet refers to a sweet, slightly fizzy powder, unlike in America where it refers to a creamy, fruit-flavored ice cream. This Bharat sherbet fountain includes a yellow tube of sherbet and a stick of licorice candy. The sherbet can be eaten directly from the tube, but most people prefer to dip the licorice into the sweet powder for a more exciting eating experience, as one might enjoy the American fun dip. You can also add the sherbet powder to water to make a sweet, effervescent drink. Licorice was originally used in medicines like throat lozenges and cough remedies. In 1760, a British pharmacist added sugar to licorice cough medicine to make it taste better. The combination was so successful that it quickly became a popular candy flavor. All right. It's an acquired taste. Yeah, this lighting is just really weird. I'm so sorry. It's dark. Okay. But that's, oh goodness. That's fine. Oh, it says twist to open. That explains that. Okay. Do I pop top? Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, immediately I am hit with a very tangy smell. Okay, so it is lemon flavored. Okay, so I smell that. I'm a little hesitant. But as promised, I will give it a try. That's not what I'm about. Okay, so here's the thing. They don't tell you that the powder clumps. So I'm sure any UK native would tell you to give a little shake. Tell me to give a little shake. Or not. So it's fine because I've fixed it and now I'm gonna give this a try. That is fizzy. And I think that probably with this licorice piece, which is resisting, it'll be delicious. Ooh, that's interesting. Never judge a book by its cover, because this is really good. They did something with that. Oh no. Oh, that licorice is strong. Oh God. I'm gonna have to say no. Specifically, I like Good and Plenty, first of all, of course. And the powder is really good, but this is just really too bitter for me. So I'm just gonna put that in the box, and we're gonna taste the powder by itself. They make it with baking soda. Is that calcium carbonate? Okay, I'm giving this a sad face too. Because what? Okay. No. Oh, no. Frowny face. Frowny face. Sad face. Sad face. Sad face. Okay. So now, raspberry flavored shortcake cookies. They're jammy, sticky, crumbly. In 1874, wait, let me cleanse my palate, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do that with. I know. I'm gonna try caramel because I can't. Here's the caramel. Oh, let's read about it. It is called Bristow's Clotted Cream Fudge. Soft candy fudge with clotted cream. Traditional sweet fudge. Clotted cream has been a staple of British cuisine for centuries, possibly introduced by Phoenician traders. Traditionally, it is made by slowly heating fresh cow's milk, allowing the cream to rise and clot. This method extended dairy shelf life before refrigeration. Bristow's was founded by Ernest Bristow in his home kitchen in Devon, which was in the late 19th century, which is where he built his confectionery business by capitalizing on the local abundance of clotted cream. This clotted cream fudge, so it's not a caramel, sorry guys, with a soft texture and subtle nutty flavor is one of his original creations. Well, Ernest, don't fail me now. Smells like it's these creams. God, I don't know what the name of them is. Not cow tails, but let me see something. Hands down, this is nostalgic. This is nostalgic. It reminds me of these candies that my grandma used to keep that were this color around the outside. They were circular. This color around the outside. And then on the inside, they were like white. Had like this cream center. And they were really good. So this pretty much tastes like it mashed together. Like there's no different colors. It's the same taste. I should check these ingredients. Sheesh. Sorry, guys. All right, well, they give me the ingredients for the fondant, so I guess that's fine. But those are really good. That was good. I'm going to give it a smiley face. Cleanse palette. Cleanses palette. Oops. Oh, my goodness. It's a smiley face. Okay, so that was really good. You take a sip of Iron Brew. Iron Brew. Earn. Okay. Not bad, not bad. So back to the Jammy Dodgers. Raspberry flavored. These are cute. Because that last candy just put me in the worst mood. So, the Dodgers. I'm looking. Hold on, guys. Raspberry flavored shortcake cookies. Because why am I looking like I'm not supposed to eat folic acid? Girl, what? Oh, Lord. Pectin, inverted sugar syrup, leavening. Okay. I'm going to give it a try. Serving size, 1 biscuit. These look like they're sandwich cookies. And first glance, the packaging is really cute. So fetch. And they smell like shortbread. Raspberry shortbread. They remind me of those cookies that we sell here in America in vending machines. Wow. Yeah. Mm-mm. That's good. It's like really sweet. Yeah. That is annoying. So the raspberry jam part is really sweet. Gives us a little bit of tartness. Has that artificial raspberry flavor. The cookie or biscuit is kind of helped. Well, the whole thing's a biscuit, but anyways, the whole. Okay, so the pastry part, the biscuit part, pretty much aids the jamminess, and it clashes together to make like this. I could see, myself enjoying with a cup of tea. It's really good. Maybe that's what Jess says. Oh, I don't think I ever read this. It says, in 1974, George Burton opened his first bakery. It soon grew into a thriving business. In 1935, George's grandson, Joseph Burton, expanded his grandfather's business and founded Burton's Biscuits. Burton's Jammy Dodgers were a classic British treat, originally featuring crumbly shortbread cookies sandwiching sweet raspberry jam. Having won numerous awards, these cookies are a household favorite across the UK and are beloved by children and adults alike. In fact, 70% of Jammy Dodgers are consumed by adults. Okay. It says pair these Jammy Dodgers with a hot cup of strong black tea. It says they also taste amazing with a tall glass of cold milk. Okay. It's pretty good. Sorry I wasn't facing you guys. I'm sorry. I'm still new at this. Clearly. Fix my ring. All right. Palette cleansed. And now I'm going to move on to our last but not least Because, girl, I tell you what, this was so nasty, I had to just leave it in the box. I'm just like, what the hell? So, yeah. So it says toffee pops, toffee filled biscuit, toffee filled cookie, a toffee filled cookie. Excuse me. I apologize. So, chocolatey filling. Let me look at the ingredients really quickly. What the heck? Okay, looks good. Oh, I'm supposed to read about it. My bad. Brain elsewhere. Okay, but I'm sorry. Let's see. Don't judge me. I like to shoot these all in one shot so I can do minimal editing because that is more feasible. So here's our paragraph on the toffee pops. Hope you guys can see that. It's sticky, toffee, chocolatey. Lion's Toffee Pops feature a toffee-filled biscuit coated in a creamy milk chocolate. In the UK, the word biscuit refers to a dry, crumbly cookie like an Oreo or vanilla wafer. Biscuits started out as something much less delicious, essentially very dry, hard bits of bread that were twice baked to stave off mold and spoilage. Early biscuits were commonly eaten on long sea voyages and were so tough and indestructible that sailors would even mail them home as postcards. Luckily, these toffee pops are much tastier than those original biscuits, made even more delicious thanks to their gooey toffee filling. Okay, I'm not excited about these either, but I will give them a go. Let's see. Cool. Or whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna give these a sad face because I don't like them. I did not like those at all. The crisps, very well. Oh, I just noticed I never rated the Yorkshire pudding. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to cook it. Duh. But these get a sad face. Hopefully the Yorkshire pudding does not get a sad face, but at first glance it looks like something I don't want to eat. And I never checked the ingredients. Let me do that now while I'm with you guys because I might not be able to eat that. Milk powder, flour, and salt. Oh. All right then. All right, so stay tuned for my review of the Yorkshire pudding as well as a short on it. Should be updated shortly. Uploaded shortly. As always, if you made it to the end, thank you for watching. That concludes my entire taste testing here. And once again, for the United Kingdom, have a wonderful day, night, evening, and thanks again. Stay safe. Bye.